group of 3 brothers out of Santa Rosa, California. They're coached by their dad, Raul Rosas Sr. And we have Kevin Rosas, Raul Rosas, and Jesse Rosas stepping on the stage.
Yes. 3 brothers, been training with their dad since birth. It sounds like they were born into the game, and they are MMA fighters as well. So.
And pancration,
actually. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that's right.
We now have Team Blackhole will be facing. This is exciting. Team Blackhole BJJ is from the Hudson Valley, New York, so they traveled quite a ways to come fight with us. And I've seen a bunch of their women fight, and they are all just really tough. So I'm excited to see a team for the guys.
Yes, Fatima Klein is also from Blackhole. She's a mainstay on the Subs on the Shore card, and she's amazing. So to see the men finally be able to compete is really going to be exciting.
So from Team Blackhole BJJ, we have Todd Mukenheim, Aaron Harris, and Matt Marchese.
Facing off now on camera.
Now we're going to do the coin flip. So really, if you remember, whoever wins the coin flip decides the matchup first, the first matchup. And then whoever loses the coin flip will decide what the overtime style is.
Exactly.
So we have the coin flip. Team Blackhole gets the first match decision. And I believe it is...
I believe that's Kevin.
It will be Aaron Harris versus...
I think that's Kevin Rosas.
Kevin.
Not positive, but yes.
Yes.
One of their 2 brothers are actually 18 years old, and I think they might be twins.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm not positive on that either, but I know they're both 18.
So apologize, guys, if we get this wrong.
But that's okay. One of the Rosas brothers is up against Aaron Harris.
That's exciting. Aaron Harris is a brown belt in Jiu Jitsu. He's been doing very well against black belts. He's a Kasai Pro champion, sub-spectrum champion. He's going to be looking for heel hooks, from what I could tell. But again, the Rosas they're tough. They're MMA fighters. They're pancration fighters. This is not going to be an easy matchup for Aaron. Aaron looking for the guillotine.
Got to keep that head clear, yeah. Aaron's really, really strong. It looks like it's a bit of a struggle.
He's coming up top. He's keeping a hold of that head. I believe he has...
The ref is really looking to see what he's got, making sure that he's able to still defend.
I think Aaron's looking for a Darce.
Yeah, it looks like he rolled into a Darce. Really explosive. Explosive power from Aaron Harris.
Or Anaconda choke, rather.
Yeah, he started out in the Anaconda position, but
this is
the escape.
out.
Rosas is proving to be a little elusive, but Aaron is not letting up one bit. Constant attack. Looking for that Kimura.
And we're standing. Now this may be Rosa's forte, as we said that he has quite a MMA background, but Aaron dives for a double leg right into a heel hook.
And it's
Oh yeah, it was tight.
It looked tight, and he got it loose, so the kid is...
Right back over
and
for the
he's
heel
loose again.
hook. Excellent rollouts.
And he looks like he's going for the ankle himself, causing Aaron to actually abandon.
This kid's tough, man.
You know, just that he's survived that long alone with the attacks Aaron's putting on is impressive, I have to admit.
Excellent rolls. You know, when you have a heel hook locked on, you have to roll one way or the other. The other way, you're going to get your...
Well, you lock your own foot up.
Yeah, your heel taken off. Aaron's gotten top mount to a triangle attempt.
And I believe Rosas Brothers' posture has really kind of stifled that.
Yeah.
It was hard to pull him down. He's a strong kid.
It's demonstrating incredible defensive techniques. I'd like to see a little bit more of an attack on his part. In order to attack, now he's up on his feet.
I think the...
He goes for his own takedown. Beautiful. Oh, that was a wonderful double leg.
It was reversed by Aaron real quick. But it's still a lot of back and forth.
He's got a mounted guillotine on. Arm in. I find arm-in guillotines are a little tougher to finish. Whenever I have a hold of the head,
Sure.
even from guard, I like to swim that hand up so that I can get a real nice bind across the top of the back.
Especially from the top, you can really sink it in with your body weight, too.
Excellent defense. This kid is tough.
I absolutely love everything that he's doing to just stay in the game. Sometimes you're just in a class with somebody that's got that much more game, that much more strength, so you're surviving until you see an opening, and I really think that's what he's looking for. But Aaron's got that pressure. It's just constant.
Yeah. Oh, he has a rear naked, more of a face crank on.
It's a crank, and it's...
Again, he's going to have to crank this off because Rosa's brother is not going to give it to him easily.
Absolutely not. And he hasn't, is what's impressive, because that looked painful. But that's all. It wasn't actually a choke.
He shifted over his hip, and so I think what he's done is he's changed the angle of Aaron's attack. Again, that's an impressive defensive technique.
Yep.
Anytime you're in attack, whether or not you know how to defend something, as long as you can change the angle of attack, you're going to avoid most of the submission.
Absolutely. He's got to be careful with that arm. It's not under the neck. He's keeping his chin down. But he is taking a beating with those blades.
He is. We've got some blood coming out of his nose here.
Aaron Harris has blades for arms, and they are just driving across his face.
Whew.
And you can feel it.
Keeps
just
searching.
by watching, I can feel it. And he is searching. He's pressuring. And again, the neck is not exposed.
But if he doesn't get this, Aaron's expending a lot of energy on his arms,
Sure.
cranking that face. If Rosa's brother is able to survive this, Aaron might be drained of energy. Maybe not. His cardio might just be superhuman.
Well, I tell you what, the attacks that he's just laid on relentlessly is superhuman.
Now remember, this is a 6-minute match. We have about 1:30 left of this. If Rosa's brother can, we're stopping the match.
Try to clean him up. He's got some blood.
Yep.
We want to make sure that yeah, there we go. He looks okay. It's a little worse than we thought. A little better than we thought.
I'm sure he's experienced worse.
Yeah.
What with his
fighting.
background.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't look phased. Does not look phased at all, though. And looks ready to go.
No.
So his cardio,
this is probably just another day at the office for him.
Apparently they're training hard because that's been a long 5 minutes.
That is a long 5 minutes.
At that pace. If you've been flow rolling and all of a sudden you jump into
we
that.
We are resetting. Getting our position. Referees started the match again. Now, like I was about to say, is Rosa's brother, if he can survive another approximately 1 minute, then we're going to take this to overtime. And Aaron had the decision as far as who he faced. Rosa's brother has decided what the overtime will be. So it'll be to his strength.
Yes.
More than likely.
And I wonder what that choice will be, but I'm guessing wrestling.
I would guess wrestling as well.
Especially since he threw that double leg on so quick.
Yeah, that was a nice double leg.
Okay, yeah, that was shot very clean against a high-level competitor like Aaron Harris. And it was quickly reversed, but that was only because of his tenacity shooting in.
Yeah. And he still looks like he has plenty of energy left.
He's looking to pass, too, just really trying to get out of that, but that guard of Aaron Harris is just relentless. Oh, he went for an ankle himself. Look at that.
A little bit loose.
But hey, he's putting the pressure on too. He's actually seeking submissions. I like that.
Again, we have 10 seconds left, and this is definitely going to go to overtime. And that's time. Excellent work. Wow. What a match.
Hey, high-level jiu-jitsu, this kid's just putting the pressure to stay alive.
Yeah, Kevin has the overtime decision.
Yes.
Yeah. Wrestling overtime. So Kevin has gone back to his corner, clean out a little bit of his blood. Now remember, with this overtime wrestling, he just has to get him to his butt.
Yep.
Even if Aaron can lock in a guillotine, correct?
Yep. 2 minutes on the clock, and Aaron's already shooting. So he's liking that change in the rules.
Oh,
and they almost went off the stage. Thank goodness for the ref.
Oh, they should have reset him. Yeah, yep, that's right. Now they have 2 minutes. Oh.
I think that was it.
They're having a little bit of difficulty
Oh, they're
here
gonna keep going, yeah.
staying on the mats.
I sure hope somebody can catch him if they shoot off the side again.
Again, Aaron, like is showing just as much wrestling experience as Rosas.
Aaron's looking to submit. Regardless of what rule set we're in, he's looking to submit.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful. That's what we all love.
But this is a wrestling overtime.
Yep.
So we just have to get it to the
butt. Put him on his back.
Now they have 2 minutes to do this.
Yes, still more than a minute on the clock too. So that's.
And when you're wrestling, 2 minutes in wrestling is much different than 2 minutes in jiu-jitsu. Let me tell you. It's just got to cut the angle. Aaron's grabbed the Kimura grip and is trying to reverse it. Threatening that arm. Kevin's just, and he's loose. Oh, I would have shot there.
Yeah. You can't even hesitate. When you do, then that's it. And look what happens.
Kevin has great wrestling takedown defense.
Yep, and he's quick. And that was it.
Aaron Ross has won the overtime.
Incredible performance. Aaron Harris.
Wow.
What a match.
So, Team Blackhole now has 2 points on the board for that takedown during overtime.
And this is Raul Rosas.
So they've chosen EBI overtime if this match goes to. If it goes there.
I see a little dance coming out of Raul Rosas.
Raul is a little bit of a wild man, from his Instagram. But both of these are. Matt Marchese is also. This is going to be exciting. I think both of them are really aggressive fighters. Matt is, I think he's a purple belt, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think we saw him in a purple rash guard, which is a good indicator.
I apologize if he's recently been promoted.
Yeah.
But he is a leg locker, and he showed this interesting ankle bar.
He's got the neck, and it's deep.
Guillotine.
It's deep. And he popped out.
Again, you cannot underestimate these Rosas brothers.
Yeah, I'm blown away by that.
They are tough. They are going to defend till the end, and you're not going to get an easy submission.
From our vantage point, it looked really deep, but he was able to pop his head out so quickly.
Yep. I believe. And Matt has stood up.
And Raul Rosas looks like he's just having fun. Just keeping it fun, but, don't take your head out of the game.
Oh, that was a nice double leg. Wow. But again, I mean, when you wrestling in a jiu-jitsu field, you might get your head in a place where you don't want it.
Sure.
That's, I think, the biggest obstacle for wrestlers transitioning to jiu-jitsu is they do tend to leave their head out. But these kids are MMA fighters, so they have probably a little bit of jiu-jitsu as well as wrestling. But that takedown was beautiful.
Team Blackhole, man, they got some blades on their arms because the Rosas brothers are bleeding every round. This is no lack of blood. They're just going for it.
But again, Raul is no stranger. I mean, it looks like he's definitely taken some punches to that nose.
Yes. Don't turn your back to your opponent, though. I like that he's confident, but he's got quite a swagger.
Yeah, he does. Not phased at all. That might be some psychology there.
It could be.
If you can get your partner or your opponent off base, off their emotional keel,
sure,
like you are that much closer to winning.
It's a little harder to set up when he doesn't stand still or position himself in such a way that you're used to.
Grab that head.
Got to his knees real quick, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to defend that neck.
Background. Coming around to the back. Real neat.
It looked like he took his back like butter. Just kind of rolled into it. Can't get his hooks
defending.
in. He can't get
He's
his hooks
keeping
in.
He can't get his hooks in, and Matt's also a little high. So what Raul has to do is he kind of has to suck him down, get those hooks in, and then attack the neck.
He's locked down the leg.
You don't want to get into any kind of truck position with Matt.
That's an entanglement that could be troublesome for him.
There is a twister there. If he can lock his legs up and pry that arm away. Yep, there we go. We are 2 minutes away from this match, and there's the twister.
Raul Rosas.
Now,
16 years old.
For those of you who are well versed in wrestling, twisters actually has long been in the wrestling scene. So that's not unusual to see from Raul. Beautifully set up, beautifully executed.
Incredible.
Raul has won his team. How many points was it? There's a
3 points.
3 points. 3 points for submission during regulation. They are 1 point ahead of Blackhole. He's excited. His team's excited.
Yeah, his dad's excited. So this must be Jesse Rosas. Yep. In Blackhole, wearing rash guard and fight shorts, sponsored by Conca Fightwear.
And Conca is one of the Gym Crashers sponsors as well for this event, correct?
They are a Gym Crashers Pro event sponsor as well. But really, you can see on the competitor, just really cool designs. Dig the checkerboards, the stars down the back. Blackhole patch that's on the shorts is really cool.
Worn by Todd Skippy Mukenheim.
Todd, it seems like a much bigger competitor, but we'll see how this plays out.
You know, you can't underestimate these Rosas brothers.
Now, I believe this one is Jesse Rosas.
Yeah. Jesse I has a hold of that leg, and he might be trying to cut that angle and maybe put Todd on his butt there, but we're not seeing it's a lot of hand fighting going on. And I believe that's what's preventing Todd from really getting a good grip on what he needs to do.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. There's a lot going on underneath the body there. It's kind of tucked in.
And that's what wrestlers are really good at is hand fighting. He's locked up. They're going to reset. They're going to reset in the same position. Not quite sure what Todd's trying to go for here. He could be going for, he's got to switch around to a back, or he could finish a choke.
With the way that he's stepping, it looks like he's taking the back, but I thought he was going to roll for the neck in some capacity with that grip.
Right.
Because in that shoot sprawl position, well, there he goes.
They're locking it up. Almost. Bit of an anaconda lock, but his body position is a little different. But again, I mean, jiu-jitsu is rapidly evolving, so there are moves and positions that you might not, be familiar with.
Sure.
That people are experimenting with at their own academies, and I know for sure Blackhole is definitely experimenting.
Yeah. That looked like he was trying to expose the head for a series of headlocks, which could be anaconda, Darce.
Jesse's gotten closed guard. He's trying to keep Todd's posture down. Todd's looking for a straight ankle to a pass.
Yep, got him to side. Jesse looking to get to his knees, probably defending his neck. Hard to see at this angle. But with the way Mukenheim's been holding on to the neck, it looks like he's trying to set that up once again.
Mm-hmm. Now, if Jesse is able to survive till the end of the match, we have overtime, and they've chosen the overtime. And so if you'll remember correctly, we had Kevin, the first matchup was Blackhole decided who the matchup was, and then Team Rosas Brothers decided what the overtime was.
Exactly.
Then the second match, Team Rosas Brothers were able to choose the matchup, and then Team Blackhole chose the overtime. Now we're back to Team Rosas Brothers choosing the overtime. So let's see what happens. Jesse has gotten back to a half guard. Again, the tenacity from these brothers is really incredible to watch.
There were some questions. I had people ask me, a little bit about them, and I knew, about the MMA. I knew that they obviously were wrestlers, and they have jiu-jitsu, which they've displayed today. But I think the questions are being answered on the mat, and I like that.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the way to prove it.
Yeah, and they may not be as well known in the jiu-jitsu scene, but this is perfect. I mean, if you come out and you display a performance like this,
Yep.
man, super exciting.
And also, not to mention, or not to be remiss, their age. They're very young, 18.
Yeah, they are young, but they've been training since they were probably in diapers.
They live the game, yeah. They live it.
Their father is their coach, and I can guarantee you they live and breathe every single moment martial arts.
It seems to be their focus. When I talked to them earlier today, asked them what else they were into. Of course, soccer was at the top of their list, but martial arts in general, not a specific martial art. Just the fight game. They love it, and they really, really believe in their style.
Mm-hmm. Todd has gotten to the back position. They're going to reset so they don't stumble off the mat.
It's amazing. This is a 24 by 24 mat. You can still find your way off the edge very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of space to roll, but the ref has been very cognizant of that, and I'm glad that he's doing so.
We have about a minute left. Again, Jesse is just defending. His best opportunity at this moment is to go into overtime.
He might just hang in there. I'm hoping for it. I'd like to see some more pressure in overtime.
I mean, these kids are tough, so I believe he's gonna hang in there.
Yeah, he's gonna push through this. What a tough position, bearing all that weight from Muckenheim. Really heavy on the hips too. It can take your breath away, and he's flattened him out, which is also dangerous.
Well, he's not as flat as he could be, which is good for Jesse.
Yeah.
I think if Todd really wanted to, he could just sprawl his hips down deep, and that really creates kind of a strain on your lower back, especially from this position. So it's actually, we're at a good point. 10 seconds left. This is going to overtime, guys. We have time. Now, the Rosas brothers, it's their choice of overtime. I can imagine it's going to be wrestling once again.
He's already dancing, so there's no position set up. So we're going to say that, he's going right for that takedown.
I love to see this. I don't think there's enough wrestling in jiu-jitsu.
No, it's awesome. I like all the feints.
And Todd gets the decision.
Yep.
Blackhole gets two more points.
So in the lead by, I believe, 2 points.
By 1 point.
Was it one? Okay.
Yeah.
Grappling family, the Rosas brothers.
Yeah, great performance by those guys.
I'm blown away. I don't want to call them kids. That's the wrong
No,
thing to say.
they're definitely
I keep saying